Who are you?
I'm Garrison Creed. Zicky Dice doesn't want to come on in tonight, so he made a phone call and he hired me to come on in and kick your ass.
Kick my ass?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got you.
Yeah, get out.
See you later.
See you later.
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Jersey Shore, weighing in at 265 pounds, Rocco Bellagio!
Well, breaking news as we come on the air, ladies and gentlemen. Zicky Dice has left the building, so upset at the showing last week of the United World title match between Zicky Dice and the radioactive poppy Danny Limelight that he is refusing to compete now against Rocco Bellagio. And not only is he refusing to compete, he's basically hired a hitman and the merciless one, Garrison Creed, to stand in his place.
And his opponent, operating locations worldwide, weighing in at 240 pounds, the mercenary, Garrison Creed.
Garrison Creed, put very simply, is a former Special Forces combat veteran. He is hired now as a mercenary to eliminate the enemy, to eliminate the target. How would you like to see Garrison Creed coming towards you, Steve Remich?
Well, Gilbert, I wouldn't, okay? I mean, you know, that don't sound fun at all, but he's operating locations worldwide. Tonight, that spot's in Louisville, Kentucky.
As the bell sounds, consider this your official welcome into Derby City Wrestling, presented by CarShield. Gilbert Corsi alongside 93.9 The Ville, Steve Rummage, and Rocco Bellagio. First time we've seen him in action since he took on the radioactive poppy, Danny Limelight, for the World Championship. And Steve, I tell you what, Rocco did not walk away with the title, but he walked away with a lot of respect in the United Wrestling Network. He took a fight to Danny Limelight, the lights that not many people have in the past.
Well, absolutely. I mean, Rocco's one of the longest reigning champions of all time. So everybody knows what Rocco can do.
Rocco does have the longest reigning title reign in the city of Louisville. And he brought that in now to Derby City Wrestling, presented by CarShield. Look at the power here from the ruthless one, Rocco Bellagio. But Rocco is not trying to rest on his past, Steve. Rocco knows that that's only your wrestling resume is only going to get you so far. It's about what he's doing now and what he's doing next. And right now, he is punishing a mercenary.
Well, absolutely. I mean, when you look at somebody like Garrison Creed,
listen to this from the faithful fans here in the Norton Center, wanting to see a little more from the ruthless one.
I would imagine Garrison Creed has not been treated like this before.
I mean, Garrison Creed's 240 pounds. Again, this is a trained hitman. Creed is a trained hitman. Let that sink in. So no, he's not somebody who's on the receiving end. This is our first time seeing Creed in Derby City Wrestling, but he is very well known throughout the region. Rocco Bellagio on top here, and we gotta take our first time out. Derby City Wrestling, presented by CarShield, continues.
Get him away.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing, all at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, It's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in costs for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
Don't worry. It's fake. That's a fake bomb. That's good. Fake glass.
Oh, I'll do it. I swear on my mother's grave.
Fake threat. Fake dead guy. Fakes like those don't scare me. But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with Safe.Pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
You are back here. Derby City Wrestling presented by Car Shield on the air. Gilbert Corsi alongside Steve Rummage. Your opening contest this week, Ruthless Rocco Bellagio taking on the mercenary in Garrison Creed. And I gotta tell you, I'm a bit surprised that it has been all Rocco from the opening goings of this contest, Steve Rummage.
Absolutely. I mean, when you see a guy like Garrison Creed, you know what he does.
He's a mercenary.
Yeah, I mean, that's
he's
what
a
he does
hitman
for a living.
Black Ops experience, 10 years in the Army, now basically freelances going after the worst of the worst, hired to eliminate the target. Creed was hired by Zicky Dice, who was scheduled to be in this contest against Rocco Bellagio, but Zicky threw a temper tantrum and left the building still irate because the decision makers here at Derby City showed Zicky's contest and fight with Danny Limelight from Championship Wrestling in California last week. How he's hanging on to that. It's got his lip stuck out for a week is the outlandish one.
I mean, I also see his point. When you look at the whole spectrum there, Gilbert, I understand where he's coming from with that.
But you see how upset Zicky was, because you got to be pretty angry if you hire a mercenary to do your bidding.
Well, and you know, it was all Rocco early, but now you're seeing Garrison Creed kind of doing what he does.
You see that?
Creed has been a frontline soldier in the trenches. He has seen the worst of the worst and been involved in it, in the mud. The cover here, been involved in the mud and the grit and the blood. And now he's been sent in almost like a savage, like a hired killer to take out Rocco Bellagio.
And you can withstand the early beating from Rocco. He can withstand that, and now you see Garrison's kind of sinking in to where he wants to be.
Rocco coming in after facing Danny Limelight one-on-one a couple of weeks ago, gaining a lot of respect throughout the wrestling world, certainly on this roster and all the rosters I think throughout the United Wrestling Network. Because that battle with the radioactive Poppy was Rocco's return to the ring. We hadn't seen him compete in many years, but there was no signs of ring rust.
Jumped right back in with one of the best, and I mean, it was very committable. It was an amazing match, and
I gotta say here, when I look at Rocco being punished by Garrison Creed, I gotta wonder if Bellagio was prepared on paper. He was scheduled to face Zicky Dice. I wonder if the switching of his opponent got into his psyche a little bit. Cover here, Creed! The lackadaisical cover on Louisville's longest reigning champion, and it's gonna take more than that. It's gotta take your best to beat Rocco Bellagio.
it could be, and it also could say something about Garrison Creed. And we're watching him here, and we see kind of...
Zicky didn't pay me to beat you.
You heard Creed just say, Zicky has paid me to beat you.
Your career.
Not just beat him, but end his career. That's what a mercenary does.
No, that's what he's here to do.
And why, let's talk about that. Why, hold on. Don't go to the bank just yet. Rocco Bellagio is still alive. Rocco's got him in the grass. Could it be setting up for the plunge? Spinning wheel kick here. Rocco is back seeing stars, looking at the lights. Look at the stalking. Look at the stalking from Garrison Creed. Like a predator seeing his prey, like a shark who smells blood in the water is Garrison Creed right now.
Years of training, years of training.
But the mercenary took too much time. That big size 14 boot from Rocco Bellagio knocking the block off on Garrison Creed and setting up choke slam. There's the cover. Will it be enough? And an emphatic victory for Rocco Bellagio.
Here is your winner, Rocco Bellagio!
The Ruthless One with the win in our opening contest this week on Derby City Wrestling. Let's go back and look at some of the action here. It was the boot that had Garrison Creed seeing stars, and the setup there for the choke slam into the lights, down to the mat, and 1, 2, 3, the Ruthless One, Rocco Bellagio with the victory.
Peter Avalon.
Oh, hey, Robbie Walker.
Where's my money?
Excuse me?
You know, Brian Myers got $10K just for beating your ass? If it's that easy, I definitely want in on that.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I know I'm just made of money. You're not going to get any of that money. But if it's an ass whooping you want,
okay,
I can give you that.
Oh, an ass whooping, huh? Well, if you think that you can give me an ass whooping, why don't you put that money where your mouth is and step in the ring with me?
If you're afraid to offend, you can't be honest. That's Thomas Paine, a leader in the American Revolution. CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection company, spells out what's protected in coverage plans for your vehicle. If your vehicle is out of warranty, all you have to do is call before your car breaks down. CarShield preserves your right to save on repairs or replacements for major parts and systems, while protecting your freedom to choose your mechanic or dealer for one affordable pay-as-you-go rate, a rate that will never go up. The future of this country rests on the people. The future of your car should rest with CarShield administrators. Call CarShield before it's too late.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896.
In a world where people drive dirty every day, there's one duck with sunglasses who has a dream to be fast, clean, and loved everywhere. Quackles is giving you the chance to be a champion just like him. He's giving away a one-of-a-kind Quick Quack Championship belt autographed by some of your favorite United Wrestling Network stars. To enter, just scan the QR code on your screen or visit don'tdrivedirty.com/belt.
DJ Scary Carey keeping the house alive here at Derby City Wrestling, presented by CarShield. He's Steve Remage, I'm Gilbert Corsi, saying thanks to you for being here. And now we're going to go out to California, another special presentation from the United Wrestling Network with the tag team titles on the line. The Midnight Heat defending now against TMZ.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the United World Tag Team Championship.
Main event time, and the United Wrestling Network World Tag Team titles are on the line, and as if these guys couldn't get more physically imposing, two dominant teams come together, TMDK and the Wolf Zaddies forming the mighty Zaddies, and it looks as if we're going to be joined here in the broadcast position by none other than Shea Cabrera. Yeah, it's one size fits all.
One size fits most.
Even if you're from Meat Mountain. And here you see the champions, Precious Eddie Pearl, Rockin' Ricky G, and Shea. These guys recently in Arizona tied the record of 3 championship reigns, tying the likes of the former champions, Reno Scum.
I mean, Midnight Heat, champions for a reason, 3-time champions. I mean, no disrespect to them at all, but I might be a little biased, but they're no match for the Wolf Zaddies or TMDK, or, in other words, the mighty Zaddies, TMZ.
Well, regardless of how they did it, I think they silenced a lot of doubters when they became 3-time champs.
Introducing first, the challengers. Being accompanied to the ring by Shea Cabrera. At a combined weight of 480 pounds, Bad Dude Tito and hysterical Shane Haste, TMDK! And introducing their opponents. At a combined weight of 425 pounds, they are the United World Tag Team Champions, Rockin' Ricky Gibson and Precious Eddie Pearl, the Midnight Heat.
Adnan Qureshi setting the stage. Now, Shea, I might agree with you. If either Rockin' Ricky Gibson or Precious Eddie Pearl faced hysterical Shane Haste or Bad Dude Tito one-on-one. But when it comes to tag team exploits, these guys are masters of the double team. They're masters of distraction, distracting the referee, breaking, if not, bending, if not outright breaking the rules. They find a way to win.
I mean, whatever way that is winning, which I don't disagree with at all. But looks like don't they usually come out with somebody that helps them distract? Well, seems like they're missing that person today, but whatever the case is, like I said, they're 3-time champions for a reason.
Parting ways with Guy Tweekasetti, a.k.a. Guy Cool, but, as you just saw, as tight of a team as there is.
Little peck on the cheek, and these guys might kiss the tag team titles goodbye. Tough opposition on the international scene. TMDK have been dominant. Of course, Shane Haste, a lot of history on this program. Used to team with Mikey Nichols, and what an imposing team this is. But again, cutting off the ring, they know how to use leverage in there.
Just so fundamentally sound with tag team wrestling, our Midnight Heat. Shane Haste showing off his athleticism. What a kick on the mark. Eddie Pearl reeling here in the early going and in the wrong part of town. Now, Haste and Tito going to show off their chops and their ability to isolate and destroy. In comes Tito.
Tag is made. Bad Dude comes in. Former Heritage champion, Red Carpet Rumble winner, former tag team champion as well on this program. Erupted on the international scene.
Got that thumb right in the eye.
And they'll take the shortcuts, Shea.
Exactly. And let's not forget, Tito's also #1 contender.
Was that a record scratch?
Yeah. Needle off the record. Look out here. Might be a one-way trip to the canvas. The snake eyes and running him over there is Bad Dude Tito into the cover. But you're applauding here in the broadcast position, Shea, but part of me has to think you would love to be in there.
I mean, of course, I would love to be there in this championship match with my partner Tito, but as much as all the confidence in the world I have for Shane and Tito as a team, let's say they don't get the job done tonight, that would leave myself and Tito as #1 contenders the next time to where we could get the job done.
There you go. Strength in numbers. Big uppercut there by Shane Hayes. Tripped up on the outside. Eats the DDT. Eats the DDT. The destruction on the outside. Looking to retain. Champions in control. We got to take a break. This title matchup rages on next.
I love to drive. It's my me time, my getaway, my escape. Nothing can ruin it, except for a car breakdown. That's why I called CarShield. CarShield administrators help get those repairs paid. I trust CarShield with my baby, and you should too. CarShield has plans that include protection on major parts and systems like the engine, transmission, entertainment system, air conditioning, electronics, and more. CarShield administrators go the extra mile by including rental car options. You also get emergency services for flat or damaged tires, lockouts, dead batteries, and courtesy towing, all at no additional cost. Darlings, saving on expensive car repairs is just a phone call away. For me, it's a no-brainer.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-284-5872.
Don't worry. It's fake.
That's a good.
Fake bomb.
That's good.
Fake class.
Oh, I'll do it. I swear on my mother's grave.
Fake threat. Fake dead guy. Fakes like those don't scare me. But fake meds, that's a different story. Verify your meds with Safe.Pharmacy. Protect those you love from bad meds.
Welcome back, everybody. Tag team titles on the line, and the distraction on the outside cost TMDK, or the Mighty Zaddies, or call them what you will, and it's been all the champs of Midnight Heat ever since.
I mean, they just know how to do it. They've been tagging a lot longer. I mean, probably just as long as myself and Tito, so Shane and Tito don't.
The mockery by Eddie Pearl. That's getting under the skin of bad dude Tito. And at the distraction, there in comes Ricky Gibson just choking Shane Hayes. He needs to make a tag in a bad, bad way.
Midnight Heat into the cover. Have competed in AEW as well, as has bad dude Tito recently took on the effing machine, Brian Cage.
That's right, Brian Cage.
Longtime alumni of the United Wrestling Network as well. The Forbidden Door alive and well in the United Wrestling Network.
Always, always. And you know how you brought up to our attention how Shane would tag with Mikey Nichols. Wow, that's good.
I'll tell you, the crowd's invested in this one, guys.
Nobody at the bottom of the well. Ricky Gibson right back in control and just tantalizing, taunting him. So close yet so far away. Just clubbing over the face of Shane Hayes is Ricky Gibson.
Shane Hayes was in play for a shot at the United Wrestling Network World title, was part of that Golden Opportunity tournament. Mixed it up with the likes of Danny Limelight, the original winner, and Jack Banning, Golden Opportunity.
Body avalanche from Ricky Gibson. Shane Hayes just getting destroyed here right now, Shay.
I know, Shane, I mean, he needs to make a tag bad right now.
Might not get the opportunity. Midnight Heat inching ever closer to a successful title defense.
But this is proof positive again, guys. Tag team expertise can go a long way. Taking the shortcut can go a long way. On paper, Midnight Heat look like they would be mismatched in this matchup. Look like they would be the underdog, but they're in control. Or they were were.
Exactly.
There goes his social life for the night.
Yes, calamity for Eddie Pearl, but he's right there to make the tag. Shane Haste couldn't be further away from his corner. It's going to cost him.
Tell you, mood's gonna change if Shane Haste can ever get to Bad Dude Tito because he's fresh. He's been relegated to the apron for a long time.
I don't know if he can get there, to be honest with you. Midnight Heat are doing an excellent job of keeping as far away from Tito as possible.
Got to think that Tito is chomping at the bit to get in this thing. Haste battling with everything he's got, but eats a big drop kick right on the button.
Ricky Gibson, and then making sure that Haste didn't get to the corner, into the cover, 2 count only.
All right, Shay, if you're Shane Haste at this point, what do you do to try and better your odds to get to your corner, make that tag?
I mean, you got to find a way out. Look, he got him. They have him in their corner. He just needs to find a way out. Sneak around, sneak out, get that tag to Tito.
It's not looking good. Outside, inside there by Precious Eddie P going for the cover. Champs looking to retain, not yet.
Yeah, and they were looking to retain, and Eddie Pearl was doing a little bit of taunting as well, I think, with that cover, staring daggers at Bad Dude Tito.
Crowd
wants Tito.
Yeah, crowd wants Tito. I'm sure Shane wants Tito.
I want Tito.
Midnight Heat certainly don't want Tito.
Exactly, they don't want him at all.
Shane Haste, those uppercuts, but then neck breaker from Eddie Pearl puts a stop to any sort of momentum Shane Haste was trying to build.
I gotta say, guys, I don't know that I've ever seen any team quill the momentum, the domination of TMDK like Midnight Heat is doing here.
Yeah, they are just expertly executing their game plan right now. And into the cover goes Eddie Pearl, but once again, Shane Haste able to get the shoulder up. Concern.
I just want Shane to make that tag to Tito. Look at Tito. He's fiending right now to get in there. Salivating.
Again, completely cut off. And the antics of Midnight Heat. You see Ricky Gibson, handful of tights, pulling him right back into the corner, but a pair of elbows. And some shots.
Yeah, he starts to get some distance. This is what he needs. Look out here.
Oh, up and over.
There it is. There it is. Come on, boys.
Turned Eddie Pearl inside out. Here's the tag. The Bad Dude is in there. And things are going bad to worse for the tag team champions.
Crowd coming unglued for Tito, and he is absolutely lighting up, rocking Ricky Gibson.
This place is going absolutely bananas here. Swing and a miss by Rockin' Ricky G, and he's getting knocked. Courtesy of one Bad Dude.
Oh! He is one Bad Dude.
I'm glad this table wasn't a couple feet shifted to the left, or he would have ran right through us like a hot knife through butter. Nothing will stop Bad Dude Tito. Death Valley driver into the cover.
New champs?
No, not yet.
So close. So close.
Bad Dude Tito absolutely just seized the momentum and the moment here in this tag team title matchup. Ricky Gibson just not enough power to get him over, but in comes Eddie Pearl. Gonna give the ultimate assist here.
Look out, backstab it! Backstab it, Generals gathered in their masses. Here's the cover, yes. No!
Tito's gonna play on. Ricky Gibson can scarcely believe it. Thought he had the 3 count, not yet. Now that one definitely is gonna take some starch out of Bad Dude Tito.
This has been a hellacious battle for the tag team titles.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh, there they were. Oh, my goodness, they were looking for the heat magnet. They were looking for the heat magnet. Tables were turned. Look out here.
Oh, nasty landing. New champions here.
Oh, Pearl makes the save
close.
again. Split-second save, but now Pearl sent to the outside. Haste all over him. And that leaves 2 in the ring. Can Tito capitalize? Oh,
just
man.
posted Shane.
Tito back up to his feet.
No. Can't do this.
Wait a minute
I'll
here.
be back, guys.
Precious Eddie Pearl has one of the tag team titles. Jay Cabrera having no part of it.
No, he went face first into it.
He sure did. Look out, back in the ring. Back to the regularly scheduled tag team title match. Painted black.
New champ.
Here are your winners and new United
Championship Wrestling. Incredible history made, electric atmosphere. We'll see you next week. Unbelievable, James.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sean Phillips standing by here with Sean Dean, Carly Bravo. They are the Infantry. Yes. Now, gentlemen, we just saw that very special presentation where we watched the Midnight Heat lose the United Tag Team Championships to TMZ. Now, gentlemen, you guys are familiar with the United Wrestling Network. Yes. Tell me, what do those United Tag Team titles mean to you?
Bravo, hit him with the deal, man.
Hey, I got you this way. See, it's about time that the Infantry bring the war to Derby City Wrestling, you know? And I'm not gonna lie, me and Captain saw that special presentation, and congratulations to the new tag team champions, but we came here for one thing and one thing only, and that's that tag team gold. Now, Captain, talk that talk you was talking when you was talking that talk you was talking.
Let me talk that talk. So yeah, we saw what TMZ did. And Ward, you gotta do your homework. We did our research. We was in the battle room. We saw it.
We did it.
But I want them to pay attention to what we're gonna do to the boys when we bring that battle to the boys.
Yes, pay attention.
We going to war.
Oh, yes,
so
yes.
They better be ready.
Listen this way, because when the smoke gets cleared, right, and the war comes near, have no fear, because the Infantry is here. Oh, that way.
Now, do you copy that?
Bye-bye.
If you're afraid to offend, you can't be honest. That's Thomas Paine, a leader in the American Revolution. CarShield, America's most trusted auto protection company, spells out what's protected and coverage plans for your vehicle. If your vehicle is out of warranty, all you have to do is call before your car breaks down. CarShield preserves your right to save on repairs or replacements for major parts and systems, while protecting your freedom to choose your mechanic or dealer for one affordable pay-as-you-go rate, a rate that will never go up. The future of this country rests on the people. The future of your car should rest with CarShield administrators. Call CarShield before it's too late.
Protect yourself from the unprecedented rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call now to save money with your price lock guarantees. Call 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896. 800-453-5896.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am standing by with the one and only Dylan Bostic. And Dylan, you've requested this time to speak to me because you said you wanted to talk about your historic victory over the Pope. Tell us about that.
I mean, everyone's talking about it. It was the most historic night ever in Derby City Wrestling. I mean, not just Derby City Wrestling, it was the most historic night in all of professional wrestling. I came back and I beat the Pope, and I have one way to celebrate. One way. Now let's go ahead and roll the footage. This is a Dylan Bostic production.
He's getting a beat down.
Oh, look at Dylan Bostic, though. Always willing to take any type of advantage. The poke to the eyes of the Pope. Throughout the commercial break, Pope has broken the count a few times just to continue the attack on the outside, but Bostic with a reversal, sending Pope face first into that steel post.
I like to say, talk about momentum shifting moments. That may just be one of them, Johnny.
Oh, there's no question about it. The Pope just got his bell rung, but there's Bostic, as ostentatious as ever. Oh, now raking at the face.
Have you ever known a humble Dylan Bostic? He has always been this braggish, braggy, cocky.
He's nauseating.
Just the kind of guy that you're just like, I don't want to spend time talking to you.
He's nauseating, but at the same time, he's very calculated. He's very talented. That's why the United Wrestling Network committee was open to having Dylan Bostic as part of the roster. Didn't realize he would call out the Pope moments after the show began, but that's what he did.
And just laying in the shots.
Oh, Bostic this time. Powerbomb. It lands.
Pope's in trouble. No hook of the leg. You're gonna have to do everything you should and can to beat the Pope and create some distance.
You can see Bostic is clearly winded, but had enough power there to scoop up Pope.
tell you what, the offensive onslaught has really shifted in the latter moments of this match. It was all Pope for the first, what, 10 minutes?
Certainly was. It was when Pope got sent into the steel post when everything changed, and now Bostic is just laying it on psychologically and physically. Kick out at 2 by Bostic.
Didn't have enough of the momentum to hold the shoulders down. An explosive Dylan Bostic follows up with the clothesline, but precious seconds ticking away. Pope may be dead weight. Is he out here, Johnny?
Certainly was, struggling to get him over for the winning predicament, and no, he feels like he controls all of social media. He feels like he can change things in a moment by what he decides to tweet or what he decides to post.
Remember, he was upset because Pope endorsed Rocco Bellagio. Big title.
Bostic also very talented, very calculated. Not going for style points, wants to slow things down, being very methodical here. Trying to put the Pope down.
Dylan Bostic trying to spoil the homecoming of Pope back to the Derby City.
Now just stomping away, ambidextrous boots, and now left to the throat of the Pope, all the body weight, using the top rope for leverage.
Get in there, you only get 5 seconds.
Oh. Daniel Spencer's livid right now at every little advantage that Dylan Bostic is taking.
The ref, excuse me, I should say the Pope is breathing hard on the outside of the ring. Wait a minute, and hold on, something's going on behind the ref's back.
I was about to say, it appears Dylan Bostic is okay with a count-out victory, but not the case. Once again, looking to take any little advantage.
Bostic has exposed the turnbuckle. What do you think that he has in mind here, Johnny?
Oh, no!
Into the exposed steel. Snake eyes into the exposed steel.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Dylan Bostic just beat the Pope.
The winner of this contest, Dylan Bostic.
See, I told you, Sean, I made history. I beat the Pope. That was awesome.
And I have one question, and that's who sucks now?
The following contest is a singles match scheduled for 1 fall. Introducing first, from Carson City, Nevada, weighing 189 pounds, Pretty Peter Avalon!
A United Wrestling OG, original. Fans have called him Pretty, a producer, PPA, and well, lately, Peter Avalon, they've called poor. $10,000 less in the bank account after losing not once, but twice to Brian Myers.
And his opponent from Louisville, Kentucky, Prime Time, Robbie Walker!
Steve Primetime wanted some of that money. Primetime tried to get 10 grand for Peter Avalon to face him here tonight. I guess Peter's trying, save face a little bit, get back in the win column. Peter wouldn't give him $10,000. Peter said, I'll give you a butt kicking instead.
Well, I don't blame him. I mean, do you want to lose $10,000?
For those who are not with us, remember that Avalon suffered an embarrassingly quick defeat to Brian Myers, and that same night demanded an immediate rematch, offering that 10 grand to Myers if he lost. But it didn't work out the way the producer or the pretty one, Peter Avalon, had planned. Second time seeing Primetime Robbie Walker in action here on Derby City Wrestling. Won by a DQ in his first outing, trying to gain a pinfall or a submission victory. But again, he is in there with somebody who is etched into the fibers of the United Wrestling Network in Peter Avalon.
That's a fact. Peter
pillar.
Avalon. Yeah, that's a great word to put it. Peter Avalon's been everywhere, man. And I mean, it's... Robbie Walker has a home field advantage, though.
Yeah, and Walker's not going to be intimidated by the wrestling resume of Peter Avalon, be it on the AEW roster or, again, part of the foundation of the United Wrestling Network. Primetime doesn't back down from a fight. And Peter Avalon is on his heels. We got to take a timeout. More action after this.
When you're a parent, you're always driving, everywhere, all the time. To practice, to games, to practice. I say that twice because I definitely did that twice today. And then the other half of your job is to wait, which is when I have the time to call CarShield. I'm putting on so many miles driving the kids around, it's not a matter of if, but when my car will break down. And when it does, I can't afford the money or the time it normally takes to get my car fixed. The plan I got through CarShield helps pay for expensive repairs on up to 6,000 parts of my car, including vital parts and systems like my engine, transmission, electronics, AC, or, in the dead of winter, my heater. That saves me a ton of money for things like sports equipment, lessons, and gas. Did I mention driving to practice? Bottom line, calling CarShield is a must in my house. The price I locked in with CarShield is the price I'll pay for as long as I cover my car, which says a lot in this world where everything seems to be going up in price.
If you're driving an out-of-warranty car, it's not a matter of if it'll break down, it's when. So you need to call CarShield before it does. Nobody should have to decide whether they should put food on the table or pay for a car repair. It's nice to find a company like CarShield that actually cares about their customers.
And every plan through CarShield includes 24/7 roadside assistance, courtesy towing, battery help, and more. They say practice makes perfect, and with CarShield on my side, I've got one less thing to worry about when it comes to paying for out-of-warranty car repairs. Call CarShield before your car breaks down so you don't miss a single game. Your kids will thank you.
It's not a matter of if your car will break down, but when. But you need to call CarShield before your car breaks down. CarShield gives you a price lock guarantee, which means your monthly price never goes up for as long as you cover your car. Get help paying for expensive repair bills by calling CarShield now. Call 800-396-8905. 800-396-8905. 800-396-8905.
In a world where people drive dirty every day, there's one duck with sunglasses who has a dream to be fast, clean, and loved everywhere. Quackles is giving you the chance to be a champion just like him. He's giving away a one-of-a-kind Quick Quack Championship belt autographed by some of your favorite United Wrestling Network stars. To enter, just scan the QR code on your screen or visit don'tdrivedirty.com/belt.
You're back here in the Norton Healthcare Sports and Learning Center. Gilbert Corsi alongside 93.9 The Ville, Steve Rummage. Peter Avalon taking on primetime Robbie Walker. You know, Peter Avalon a couple of weeks ago lost $10,000 in a match with Brian Myers. 10 grand is what he lost last time. And today, primetime Robbie Walker is trying to take his dignity. So he's already lost money. Now his dignity is at stake in this match here with Robbie Walker.
Well, at the moment, it's working. Now, we'll see. I mean, listen, Peter Avalon's traveled everywhere, so I'm not ready to throw it in right now. But.
For those who may need a reminder, Walker was the first student of the late, great Matt Capitelli, who many will remember in Louisville for winning Tough Enough in his long, courageous battle with cancer. Walker actually hung up the boots in 2018 when Matt passed. He cover here. Walker returns now to the ring, wrestling with purpose to honor the memory of his late mentor. Smart move there by Peter Avalon, putting the referee in a position where she could not see. And it created a window of opportunity. They swung the pendulum in this contest back the other direction.
That's the thing. Pretty Peter's a vet. There's nothing that he has not seen in the wrestling world.
And there you are seeing the confidence in Avalon. We know all about Peter Avalon in the United Wrestling Network. Fans know he was in the very first match in Championship Wrestling out in California. Accolades are plenty. Red Carpet Rumble winner 2015, former Hollywood Heritage TV and 3-time tag team champion. You name it, Peter Avalon has done it in the United Wrestling Network. What he has not done yet is gain a victory here in Derby City Wrestling presented by CarShield. Premium seating here, Steve.
Listen, Peter Avalon said, you're from Louisville, you want to be out amongst the people? Let me take you out there.
Taking the fight right to the people. Walker beginning to fire back, really just trying to create some distance from the press of Pretty Peter Avalon here. Again, Walker 1-0 in Derby City Wrestling, his first victory by disqualification. If he can knock off Peter Avalon, what does that do for the stock of Robbie Walker in the United Wrestling Network, Steve?
Listen, I was going to say 1-0, yes, but a win tonight would be worth more than just one. A win against Peter Avalon would put you out on the map.
It shines a big, bright, bold spotlight on primetime Robbie Walker, but right now the only lights that Walker is seeing are the ones above the ring. Peter Avalon trying to ascend the top rope, high risk. There was no reward on that one. Cut off at the pass here by primetime Robbie Walker. So primetime wrestling to raise his stock in the United Wrestling Network with an OG moonsault here. Nobody home for Pretty Peter Avalon. Avalon trying to regain his dignity after losing 10 grand and not one, but 2 matches to Brian Myers. And Walker, you gotta go now, buddy. This could be a huge win for the career of primetime Robbie Walker. Walker puts Avalon down. The leg is hooked. Will it be enough? There's 2. And Peter Avalon still with some gas in the tank.
You don't beat someone like Peter Avalon that easy.
Easy?
Listen.
Are you watching the same thing
I'm watching it, but I'm just saying. It takes more than that.
Fans here in the Norton Center beginning to rally behind primetime Robbie Walker. They know what is at stake for Walker here in a signature victory, a key victory against a vet, a United vet in Pretty Peter Avalon. The win here could put Walker in TV title contention or Heritage title contention. It raises his stock.
I think it would. You say could. I mean, I think it absolutely does. To the top again.
Walker! Look at the vertical leap.
This could be dangerous.
Oh, this is a long way up, and it's going to feel like an even further way down for Peter Avalon. Agony written all over the face of the pretty one. There's the cover. Is this it? And no. Foot on the bottom rope. Look here, look here, look here. And what a veteran spot, a veteran placement from Peter Avalon. He rolled to the ropes. That's what a veteran does.
Learn that in California.
Let's take another look at it. The superplex all the way from the top, and you see the agony, the pain written all over the face of Peter Avalon, but the veteran knew where he was at in the ring at all times, got that foot on the bottom rope. Back back to the action, and Avalon with a super kick jacks the jaw of primetime Robbie Walker. Walker out of the way with the go behind. The tight waist here hits the rope. Peter Avalon holds on. Robbie rolls through. Back and forth seesaw contest here with much at stake. Again, Walker trying to, leg is hooked. There's two, that's three, that's it, that's it, that's it.
Here is your winner. Here is Peter Avalon.
Steve, Peter Avalon showed his experience here tonight.
100%, and I'm not sure, but it looked like he might have had the rope there, but if that's what you're doing, that's how you get a win. That's how you get on track here in Derby City Wrestling. Good for Peter Avalon.
We'll go back and show you the closing moments of this contest. It was Robbie Walker who had been the aggressor throughout much of this contest. He's trying to put Peter Avalon away, but the veteran Avalon holds on to the rope, then turns it around, puts shoulders on the mat for Walker. 1, 2, 3. And Peter Avalon walks out with the victory and his dignity. This is the kind of action you can come to expect in Derby City Wrestling. Good night, everybody.